All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, coming at you tonight with a fight review. So we're going to Las Vegas, Nevada for UFC Fight Night, Santos versus Walker. We're going to the Flyweight division. Antonina Shevchenko coming in at 9-3, taking on Casey O'Neill, coming in undefeated with a perfect 7-0 record. So this was a good chance here in this fight for O'Neill to really start making a name for herself within the division. And for Shevchenko, it was a chance to really write her, Random Marcos-like record. She's been exchanging win-loss for a while now. So first round starts, and O'Neill came out the aggressor, with Shevchenko deftly counter-striking. Then they had a nice whizzer battle that led to, a bit of a weird scramble, with Shevchenko on top in the scarf hold, landing some ground and pound. However, O'Neill was able to find her feet and managed to separate. And then Shevchenko landed some nice knees once she got the tie plum, and then separated. And then, right after the separation, O'Neill got the clinch, and then basically grabbed Shevchenko and spun her to the ground, landing in half guard, hitting some ground and pound. And then Shevchenko managed to get back to her guard, and then, did some nice work there. She got some space, made some space, and was able to get back to her feet. But then Shevchenko kind of tripped on her feet, and which ended up seeing the round end with O'Neill on top, landing some ground and pound. So a bit of a back and forth first round there is pretty exciting. So for the second round, O'Neill came out. She was more confident in the second round. She started landing better strikes on the feet to start. There was a quick clinch with Shevchenko. She landed a couple knees and a nice elbow. Then after a separation, O'Neill landed a double leg takedown against the cage to get inside Shevchenko's guard. From there, Shevchenko, she scrambled, got to the turtle position, and then O'Neill took her back, and they were laying with O'Neill on bottom, but around, she had Shevchenko's back. And then O'Neill was able to basically twist around Shevchenko, around the side, to get on mount. And then once she got on mount, Shevchenko was doing her best to keep her broken down, but she started landing some elbows, and then once she was able to get space, O'Neill started sitting up, and she just started landing some heavy volume ground and pound. She just was not letting up. She was landing punches and elbows galore, and the ref, he gave Shevchenko every chance he could, but he eventually had to step in and stop it. So your winner, Casey O'Neill, via TKO due to grounded strikes, 4 minutes, 47 seconds of the second round. I thought this was a very fun fight because it went everywhere. You had some crazy scrambles, you had some heavy ground and pound, had some nice striking on the feet, some nice clinch work by Shevchenko. Wasn't very long, but it was very nice when she had it. This fight just went everywhere, and I like those types of fights that are, back and forth and they go everywhere. Those are my favorite type of fights. Got to give it to Casey O'Neill, King Casey O'Neill. She has really put her game together at Extreme Couture. She was fighting out of Australia, but training with Tiger for a while. And then she moved to Vegas to have a better chance at getting signed to the UFC. Started training with Extreme Couture, and they have really helped her put her game together. Because I've been following her since she was fighting for her dad runs Eternal MMA in Australia, and I've been following her since those days, just really since around 2019, I guess. But she's come a long way and has really put her game together, like I said. But really, it means that she knows exactly what she needs to do. She's going to, try to close to get to the ground, and then from there start landing some ground and pound or work for a submission. And it's really working for her. So she's come together a long way in a very short time. Now, one question that this fight leaves you asking is, where does Antonina Shevchenko go from here? She's 36 years old, and a lot of people are questioning, she just does not have the same talent, whether it's the natural talent, the physical gifts, the fight IQ, the technical ability. She just doesn't have everything that her younger sister, the champ Valentina, does. Now, that doesn't mean that Antonina can't be, successful on her own. And it sucks having, a younger sibling that is just that much better than you because you're constantly being compared to her. But a lot of people are wondering. She's 36 years old. She hasn't strung together 2 wins in a row in quite a while. So where is she going to go from here? And that's something that she and her team are going to have to really, just sit down, talk about, and think about. Because MMA, honestly, just might not be for her. So let's talk about things to work on. For O'Neal, like I said, she has her game plan worked out. She's going to open up. She's going to come forward. She's going to strike to clinch. And then from the clinch, she's going to look to get to the takedown or just go for a double leg and then work on the ground from there. So she has her game and what she intends to do pretty much worked out. One thing I noticed here was her clinch defense. She was eating some good knees from Shevchenko in the clinch and a couple nice elbows as well. So she needs to up her clinch defense for the future. For Antonina Shevchenko, she needs to work on her anti-wrestling. Every time she has lost, it has been because she has been taken down and pounded out or submitted. So she needs to just really work on her anti-wrestling. Her takedown defense, her sprawls, scrambling ability, and just getting up. As soon as you get taken down, you've got to work to get back up. All of those combine to make a really strong anti-wrestling game. Whether you're sprawling, whether you're working on defense from trips or clinch takedowns, as soon as you get taken down, you got to work to get back up. And if you can't, get to the cage and walk up against the side of the cage, then you got to work on scrambling out in the middle of the cage to create separation and get up. So just all around working on her anti-wrestling. That has been her biggest weakness so far in mixed martial arts. Now for fights to make, sticking with Shevchenko, I think a good fight for her would be Mandy Bohm. Both are coming off of recent losses, so both should be ready to fight again within the same timeline, and both really need a win. Bohm just made her UFC debut, dropping a hard loss to the Violence Queen, Ariane Lipski. And of course, Shevchenko coming off I believe this is 2 straight losses for her. So both really need a win here and really need to impress. And I think both of their styles would really, test each other pretty well. For O'Neal, I think she is ready for a chance at a ranking after 3 straight wins in the UFC and looking good in all of them. I think a good fight for her would be the loser of the upcoming fight between Macy Barber and Montana De La Rosa. Both of them are just within the top 15. So no matter who wins or loses, both should, keep their ranking just within the top 15 after that. And O'Neal could face the loser to get her just inside the top 15. So I think either of those two would make for a good fight for her. So that is my review on Antonina Shevchenko versus Casey O'Neal from UFC Fight Night, Santos versus Walker. Let me know your thoughts on the fight in the comments down below. If you liked the video, please remember to give it a like, and while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to WMMAC Now, the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.